What's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT for this week's daily race on Gran Turismo Sports. So, we have an N200 race on Autopolis, Group 3 on Autodrome Lago Maggiore Grand Prix, and a one-make race on Fuji International Speedway by using the Dallara SF19 Super Formula with a Toyota engine variant. So, looks like it's time to get ready for an N200 race on Autopolis, and this time it's going to be a usual two-car for this challenge, and looks like we'll be using Toyota 86 GT and Subaru BRZ for now on. So this is going to be very the usual like a few weeks ago, so looks like this is going to be very perfect that this is going to be able to get ready. So as always, we better have to start choosing two cars for an N200 one make race for a rivalry challenge. So this is very good to be able to have a better chance to be able to race with these two cars again. So this is very good to be able to get ready. So this is definitely might be very good choice that this is going to be able to have another rivalry race going on for it. Now let's just going to go and get ready to get started to be prepared. So this is going to be a one usual fun race that this might be able to get prepared. So I hope that this is definitely might be good to have a different track with the same category type with two cars, that this is going to be perfect to do it. Now, as always, that this is going to be able to have the traction controls be able to set up in place. So first up, that might be able to use Toyota 86, and this is going to be able to do plenty more inside turn. It is going to be very tougher to be able to go as possible. Now, this is going to be one excellent competition race that this is definitely might be the best racing opportunity for beginners. Will be able to take the test, might be able to get started for one good 86 versus BRZ challenge. Will be very excellent that this is going to be able to race on a different track. So as always, since we also enjoy racing on Fuji International Speedway with no chicane parts, that could be very fun to be able to enjoy this tough challenge. And now this time this is going to be able to take plenty more technical turns. We'll be able to do a lot better to be able to go in for. Now this is going to be able to do much slow and steady turns, that this is going to be able to go for a little apex, but experts could also to take the fastest lap time. That would be very challenging, that this is going to be one Autopolis-tastic challenge that this is going to be able to get started. So this will be able to have enough time until this is going to be able to get ready for one good race that this might be able to be started with. But this is going to be able to have two segments as usual, since this is going to be able to do the second time that this will be able to do it. Alright, just going to take that inside of the apex turn, is going to do better but good, and then this is going to be able to take the downhill. We'll be able to take a lot more straight, that this is going to be able to take much tougher ways to be able to go for this sharp corner, that this is going to be able to be braced for it. Alright, that should do it, and now this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to get ready to go for one good race. So this is going to be able to do a lot more practice, that this is going to be able to do plenty more inside turns followed by the apex. We'll be able to keep up and keep it coming. So practice makes perfect. So this is going to be able to choose two cars who will be able to do a lot better performance, to do a lot handlings, that this is going to be able to come in for. But this is going to be able to do much better, to be able to take some time to be able to give a one better fast lap that this is going to be able to take. Alright, 2 minutes and 19 seconds. This is going to be able to do a lot better, that this might be able to have to take plenty more time, and then this is going to be able to work hard. Okay, approaching in on that first turn is going to be very slippery, so just going to be able to make sure. Gap distance might be able to come increasing perfectly to be able to do it. So this is going to be able to work hard to be able to go faster. Okay, very good. Now this is going to be brilliant to be able to take. Now, this is going to be able to take plenty more inside turns. We'll be able to do much better standard slow performance rate that this is going to be able to go in. So that will be doing much regularly fine, that this is going to be able to take a lot more speed to be able to catch up. So it's going to be a little bit harder, that this is going to be very slippery to be able to do for less. So just going to be make sure that this is going to be very challenging to be able to do the best we can. So it'll be able to toughen up to be able to get ready for one tough time trial, that this will be able to do a lot more better ways to go. Okay, looks like it's just gonna take 3 minutes and 20 seconds. This will be able to do a lot perfectly better, that this is gonna be able to take plenty more time, and then this is gonna be able to keep a check on the distance. Always goes by the number of times the laps will be able to go in perfectly to be able to take much smooth turns will go better and go faster, and take some time that this is going to be able to take stock performance will might be able to do regularly than possible to be able to take. Okay, that should do it. Take 1 second gap followed by 0.2, and then this is going to be able to make one good better chance to be able to take up to 2 seconds, and then this is going to be brilliant to be able to go a little bit more time to do it. That'll be able to work hard to be able to get there for it. And voila! 2 minutes and 17.743 seconds. That could be giving the center fastest lap that this is going to be able to take. Now, I hope this is going to be able to do the hard part for taking a 3-lap practice, that this is going to be able to get everything ready. So, just going to keep in track of the clock, and then this is going to be able to get started for one good join-in session of the race, and this will be able to take the chances to go for it. Okay. Oh well, looks like that was a hard mistaken turn. This is going to be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to have to work harder to be able to keep up. But it always happens sometimes, that having a little mistake that needs to be able to work perfectly, that this is going to need to do a lot more work to be able to get a lot of faster laps that this is going to be able to take. Inside apex, giving the best choice of the opportunity, Will might give a good perfect speed. Will might be able to reach up on it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to keep catching up, and then this is going to be able to have a time run out until this is going to be able to get ready to join in session. This has to be able to do much perfectly, that this is going to be able to have a very good standard race Will might come in for. Okay, a minute left, and this will be able to do it. Alright, that should do it. Now, this is going to be able to do a lot better to be able to keep it coming. Okay. Slide turns are also gets a little bit moderate, that this is going to be able to keep coming in for. Okay, 30 seconds. Now, this is going to be able to 2 moments to be able to get there. Alright, that should do it. Now, looks like finally right on time to be able to join in session for a 3-lap practice. So this is going to be able to do a few moments for having a warm-up race to be able to get ready. So this will give a good speed to be able to get prepared, but this might get challenging for us to be able to get ready. This is going to be able to be prepared for a match. So let's go for it. And then this will be able to have 2 cars will be able to have a good segment video. Will be able to take the chance. So starting out on 7th place, since taking a good standard lap time, that this is going to be able to work hard to get there. Now, perfectly that the other top 4 has definitely made it for one good hard qualifying time for 2 minutes and 13 seconds. This is going to be very advanced, that this is going to be able to have another 86 versus BRZ challenge for this race, and this will be able to get ready. Alright, let's go and get started. This is going to be a another round for one good chance to be able to get ready. So, just gonna be able to have pit out until this will be able to get ready. So, giving one standard turns is gonna be able to do a lot possible that this will might be able to get there. Okay, 20 more turns to be able to come in, and then we have to be able to watch out for the sand trap. That could be the toughest hazard for the cars to be able to force to slow down, and then it's just going to be able to take plenty more gap distance we'll be able to take. Okay, technical turns is going to be pretty tricky that this is going to be able to be prepared for it. Watch the apex before you're about to approaching in nearby. This is going to get plenty of hard skills we'll be able to take. Alright, warm-up is complete. Now let's get ready to race. This will be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be a very good race, just like what we did very good on Fuji Speedway. So now, racing on Autopolis International Racing Course is going to be doing a lot better to be able to have a good race series between two compact vehicles of the N200 category. Now, let's just gonna signal in. Okay, flashing in on the red is definitely might be able to have everything going. So, let's go and get ready for one good one-make race for two car brands, and now this is going to be doing a lot better to be able to have a standard starting grid we'll be able to take. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. This is going to be able to take best chances of luck. We'll be able to reach up in first place in no time. Any place that this is going to be doing a lot better, that this will might be able to come in for show. Okay, just gonna have to watch it carefully. Just gonna have to take the inside turns. It's gonna be very harder to make a good save. Okay, just gonna have to take that slipstream. This will might be able to make it there. Okay, gonna do it. I hope it does. All right, 3-second penalty. That could be very tougher. That this is gonna be very cautious because this is not bumper cars, but it will might need to be able to do a lot better to be able to take a professional racing skill we'll be able to take. So, looks like Virtual Carlos takes the 5-second and I be able to take the 3-second penalty. So this will be able to have given a better determined balance check that this is going to be able to take. Okay, looks like this may cost for only 2-second gap, so looks like this is going to be able to have been overtaken on the bottom position. Now looks like this is going to be able to force it in, and then going on to the penalty line, we'll have the hazard lights turn on. Alright, now recovered, and now let's get back in. This is going to be very much better to take, so it will be able to do better crossways to be able to have to keep going, and then have a very good standard race we might be able to take. Okay. Oh boy. Looks like approaching in. Just gonna have to keep a good balance. Okay. Decrease SR on the orange. Definitely might be pretty hard luck to be able to have to get everything needs to be avoided. Okay. Just gonna keep it coming. Several BRZs are definitely might be able to have to drive better like the 86, so this is going to be able to do tougher ways to go. So looks like it only has to take 3 laps of the race, so this will might be doing a lot better to be able to keep up. Now looks like this is going to get pretty hard to be able to be prepared for one tough race, so it's going to be doing a lot better to be able to take plenty inside turns to be able to go. Okay, just gonna have to take plenty more speed to be able to take. Just gonna keep it going, and then take that technical turns is gonna be very advanced, that this is gonna be able to learn the stability of an FR vehicle. It's gonna be able to work hard. Okay. Now, looks like this is going to be safer and better to be able to stay on 6th place. We'll be able to remain as settled. Alright, looks like this is going to be able to take plenty more gap distance. Should be able to do a lot more better. That this is going to be able to keep in track of distance to be coming from behind. Okay, looks like just going to stay on the inside is going to be able to take. It'll be able to do it just fine, and then this is going to be able to take a better driver rating that this is going to be able to increase. Okay, hold it. That's a perfect turn. Now this is going to be able to take a little bit hold balance as this wheel mic comes in. Okay, looks like just going to go in there. Okay, looks like this is going to be taking a little bit harder to get. Okay, looks like 11-second gap distance, and looks like just try to keep up. You almost got it, because this is going to be able to take concentration while racing on the tarmac track, that this is going to be able to get better to do it. So here we go. Third lap is going to be proceed to be able to go in for having a 5th place finish, and this is going to be able to do a lot better to be able to keep up on it. Okay, hang in there. Just going to have to endure a hold, landing on that apex. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to take a lot more distance gap to be able to go for. But this is going to be a little bit separate. That this is going to be able to take plenty more speed for a slipstream. Will might be able to get there. Take some apex, and this is going to be able to do a lot better. Much performance, much better skills to be able to keep it going. Much holding grip, that this is going to be able to have a strong amount of use. Okay, this should probably do it for having a perfect turn. This is going to be giving the good corner. Will might go in, go faster, and go hard to be able to take. Okay, looks like still in 5th place. I could probably able to have to take the 5th place finish, and then this is going to be able to do a lot better. Alright, this is going to be doing a lot perfectly better to be able to get there. This is going to be able to take a lot more duration grip, that this is going to be able to take a lot more racing practice for it. There you go. I hope this is going to be able to make it. This has to do it. Okay, one more turn. This is going to be able to take the last stretch that this is going to be able to take. Alright, there you go. Now could be a better race to be able to keep up. So, looks like that wasn't so bad after all. It could be able to do a lot better to be able to keep up for this race. So, looks like that was a pretty good race, and now looks like this is definitely perfectly good for the 86 GT, that this will might come share event along with the BRZ. So this is definitely might be able to do better to be able to get ready for the next round. So looks like this is very perfect to be able to do a lot better. So 2 race positions should be fine, so that will be a lot better to be able to keep it coming. So looks like that was a very good race, and giving a 1 good excellent race well done to do it. So giving some good standard earnings we'll be able to have, so this will be able to do much better to be able to take a lot of practice between 2 cars. Alright, so looks like this is going to be able to do a lot perfectly, that this is going to be need to be able to take. So just going to be able to get started to be able to bring out the BRZ for the next daily race. So it'll be able to have 2 cars for the segment of this time, so it'll be able to get ready as always. Alright, time for the BRZ's turn. So this will be able to race on Autopolis. So good thing that this is going to be able to choose one vehicle for a different brand for a robbery race that this will might be able to going in. So good thing that this is going to be able to do a lot perfectly to be able to keep up or having a lot of good race to be able to go in. So this is going to be able to do a lot of practice that this is going to be able to take. But it always gets harder or better because the handling performance will be able to do much perfectly to be able to go for. Okay, BRZ is prepared to a one good practice to be able to get started. So luckily, this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to take 2 cars per segment whenever you like to choose. Now, looks like this is going to be able to get ready for another practice race that this is going to be able to get started. So everything is going to be able to take the traction control will be decreased to 0. So this might have a moment that this will be able to get ready. Okay, start the time for having a good center hot lap that this is going to be able to be the record. So it's going to be very perfectly to be able to take many corner choices to be able to take a lot of challenges that this is going to be able to take. So it will be able to work hard, that this is going to be able to take a lot of balance between 86 GT and the BRZS will be able to keep it on going for having a one good handling race that this is going to be able to keep falling up by the apex. This is going to be able to do perfectly skills to be able to take. So it might have everything work perfectly to be able to go in there. Okay, just gonna take that right turn to be able to take that hairpin wheel coming in to do it. Okay, that would be excellent. And then this is going to be able to take that wide left turn. We'll be able to go perfectly to do it. Now, good thing that this is going to be able to have another 3-lap practice. So this is going to be able to take a lot more circuit skills, that this is going to be able to take a little bit more standard ways to go. Okay, excellent turn is going to be able to go smoothly for it. Now that's just going to be able to speed up, and then going a little downhill we'll be able to take. Alright, that was a very excellent turn, and now just going to be able to take a lot more ways to be able to get there. Right, that should do it. Okay, just gonna be able to have that kind of a corner is very tougher, so this will be able to be very careful. Alright, that should do it. Now 17 seconds time check that this is going to be able to going in, so it'll be able to speed up much quickly as possible, so this is going to be very tougher to go there. Okay, sprint to the lap time, and now this is going to be able to get ready to go and see this is going to be a new lap time. Okay, very perfect for the same time, so this will be able to work harder to be able to get better. Now, looks like this is going to be the hard one, that this is going to be able to keep in track of the time. So it'll be able to do much perfectly, that this is going to get very tougher, so good thing I also saw the ghost passing by, so this is going to be able to give it one good challenging warm-up to be able to have to practice hard to be able to beat the lap time. Okay, just going to keep it going. We're going to have perfect guidelines that this is going to be able to take, but it gets put pretty hard that this is going to be able to take. Okay, that should be good. Now, passing by the ghost and now giving a one good gap distance behind will be able to increase. This is going to be able to take plenty more times, and this is going to be able to keep holding on much longer to be able to have to reach for 2 minutes and 60 seconds. This is going to be able to do a lot better to be able to just keep speeding up more. Okay, it's going to be going faster to be able to take a lot more pace. Okay, looks like it's decreasing. Just gonna be able to take one good approach to be able to going in. Okay, this is gonna get pretty hard. Now, this is gonna be very slightly difficult to be able to pass 5 because it gets harder that this is gonna be able to take approach that this will be able to avoid collisions. Now, looks like this is gonna be able to do plenty more hard work to be able to have plenty more inside turns followed by the apex. We'll be able to go perfectly to be able to go as much as possible. Okay, just whenever it gets a little bit trouble, just make sure this is going to be able to slow down while having a turn. This is going to be able to work harder to be able to have everything much help to be able to get. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to take plenty more speed and same time, and then this goes by 0.2 seconds. This definitely might be able to go in. Now, looks like this is going to be giving a 1 hard standard time that this is going to be able to take. Okay. Just going to keep it going and then have that speed will be increased. Now, looks like this is going to be able to keep staying at 0.1 seconds. This is going to get pretty harder that this is going to be able to get. Alright. Looks like it's still there. It's gonna be able to take a little bit more chance to be able to get on for. Okay, take it slow. Alright, this will be able to have enough distance. We'll be able to get everything a little bit shorter. This is gonna be able to take enough time that this is gonna be able to have a good race finish, and then this is gonna be able to take much better qualifying time that this will might be able to have. Okay, looks like this is going to give much better usual turns. It's going to be able to going in, and now this is going to be very slightly decreased to be able to show for a little bit. Just going to have to keep a monitor checked on it on the distance. Okay, looks like giving a 1 hard advantage will be able to do a lot better to be able to take the time will might keep up. Okay, looks like just gonna be able to stay on it. Okay, this should do it. Okay, looks like everything is done correctly that this is going to be able to take. Alright, giving one good touch on the apex, we'll be getting nearly, and then this is going to be able to take a lot more better to have. So, okay, that's better. This is definitely might be able to work hard to be able to do it. So, good thing it's finally right on time for having the join-in session of the race. So that should be doing a lot better to be able to take. So, different positions as always to be able to have a one good time check that this is going to be able to have the qualifying time to be able to get checked. So, looks like this is going to be doing a lot better, that this will be able to do another good race and a better cars to be able to have a good selective of colors. So, this just definitely might be doing a lot better to do it. Alright, so this is going to be able to have a 11 car race, and now this is going to be doing a lot better to be able to do much perfectly to be able to go as a good moment of the race. And now this is just going to go again to be able to pit out for a different vehicle, that this will be able to have a selection choice that this will be able to get started. Okay. Gonna have that apex turn to be able to going in. Now, good thing that the traction control is definitely might be able to stay at 0, so good thing that this is going to be able to do much perfectly to be able to go faster. Okay, this is definitely doing well and perfectly to be able to take a lot more skills to be able to take standardly to be able to drive for a normal vehicle. Alright, good thing warm-up is complete. Now, let's get ready for the second time of the race. We'll be able to get started. Now, I hope that this is going to be able to work hard to be able to have to keep up on it. So, this will be able to have a good balance. Now, this is going to be able to do much perfectly to be able to get there much as possible, to be able to drive faster, to be able to have plenty more tough corners to get. Alright, signals on. That's where I'm started out on 8th place. This is going to be quite very excellent for another round, and also giving one good bounce car that this is going to be able to do perfectly, that this will be able to have. Alright, let's go. This is going to be able to do much perfectly to be able to take the chance that this is going to be able to do much slipstreams to be able to get there since the start of the race. Alright, this is going to be able to have a one-brace turn. Okay, that could be pretty safer to do it. Now, looks like this is going to get very harder to be able to keep up for a lot more distance. Plenty more corners coming up, and then this is going to be able to do much perfectly to be able to take much inside turns much as possible. Okay, so just going to be able to make sure no bumping as needed, so it'll be able to keep in check of the SR. It definitely might be coming decreased significantly for it. Okay, just going to be able to make sure no side contact, that this is going to get pretty difficult to be able to drive carefully. Oh man. Wow. Can't believe it, that was close. I almost got literally spin out, and then this is going to be pretty hard to be able to drive carefully to see it. Well, everything is going to be very hardly difficult for it, so looks like this is going to be able to do much better ways to be able to stay careful for it. Alright, looks like this is going to get pretty hard to be able to dive in, and then this is going to be very tougher, and oh man, looks like we lost another one. Just try to keep up to recover it. This is going to get pretty tougher, that this is going to be able to stay on the good balanced position, that this is going to be able to do it during the time of the race. Okay, she's going to be able to stay on the 5th place, so this is definitely might be doing a lot better to be able to take. Okay, slow and steady, just going to be able to maintain the pace, we might be able to get there. So giving good straight that this is going to be able to take the chance to go on. Okay, 2nd lap, this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to reach up. Hope the first turn is going to be very tougher to be able to go to use the braking point much as possible. Okay, good save. That'll be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to use the braking points at the main queue whenever the double cone will be seen. Okay, giving one good excellent smooth turns is going to be able to stay on it. Okay, stay on the third gear, re-accelerate again, and this is going to be able to do a lot better ways to go. So 3-second penalty as always, like the 86. It's definitely pretty tougher, that this is going to be able to drive carefully to avoid having a little bit small collision. Now, looks like this is going to be able to get ready to have the penalty line to be forced to decelerate. Okay, here we go. Going for a little downhill, and then have that hazard lights turn on and to be able to proceed. Alright, this is going to be able to cause amount of the gap distance, definitely like currency, so he'll be able to take a lot more distance, we'll be able to get there. Okay, just gonna stay on it. Looks like I'm on 11 seconds ahead. this is going to be very tougher, that this is definitely might be causing for a little decreased driver rating to be able to come to effect. So you'll be able to have to keep up to be able to have a good race position, and also a contingency of racing skills. Will be able to do much better to be able to keep it coming to do perfectly to do it. Alright. This is going to be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to take a lot more speed. So looks like final lap is on its way, and now this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be able to give a lot more speed to be able to get there. Okay, just going to have a one brace turn, just going to have to take it nice and slow. Okay, this is going to be able to have that technical turns, will be able to go perfectly, just keep sliding, and then this is going to be able to use the hairpin, will might be able to go through. Okay, just going to have to take plenty more speed. So it's going to be able to work harder to be able to beat the fastest lap that this is going to be able to take. But this challenge of this race is going to get very tougher to be able to do a little bit. Skills of tactics of racing for only N200 compact cars is going to be able to work hard. Okay, just going to have to brace for a turn. Now this is going to be able to do perfectly to be able to take one hard downhill corner turn. Is going to be very tricky to be able to take a lot more ways to go. Okay, just going to have to take plenty more turns, and then this is definitely doing a lot better. Alright, looks like top three have finally made it at last. Now this is going to be able to go proceed to the finish line, so it'll be able to do a lot better to be able to keep up on this race. This is going to be able to do stronger to take. Alright, so looks like the BRCS crew has finally made it in first, so looks like this is going to be able to do perfectly to be able to have 3 BRCs in the top 3 grid, that this is going to be able to take the race results will might go better. Alright, so 7th place is definitely might be able to do a lot better to be able to keep up on it, so one race position should probably be able to do better, that this is going to be able to take. Alright, just gonna be able to keep trying, so everything will be able to do much practice as always to be able to take. So looks like the daily workout is already finished, so that was a lot better, that things will might be able to do a lot better to be able to keep up. So looks like that was pretty good for having 2 cars for this daily race, and this is going to be able to do a lot better to be able to keep trying to be able to race hard. So let's see which vehicle should I get. Now, this is going to be having the usuals will be able to coming in. Okay, looks like another Ford GT LM Race Spec 2 test car. So this is going to be very good to be able to have another one to be added in the garage. So looks like this is going to be very excellent to be able to have this video segment for the second time, and also the different track. So good thing that glad to be able to have the Toyota 86 GT and the Subaru BRZ is now ready to take the turn for this week. So this is going to get very better to be able to have a different Japanese racetrack will be able to get started. So this is definitely might be perfectly to be able to have a race series to be able to add it into the GT League, but well, it'll be able to stick it in onto the daily race, so that will be able to do a lot better to increase the driver rating, and also the SR skills will be able to do a lot better. Alright you guys, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for reaching up a 100 subscriber goal. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links in the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.